Are you looking for the most extreme challenge for Satisfactory 1.0? You found the right place. No land, no animals, no fauna. Hell, just one weird resource node and a handful of platforms to stand on. Can I complete project assembly with all 5 stages? Watch and find out. Welcome to Jab playing Satisfactory Omni World. Howdy y'all, and welcome to Jab playing Satisfactory 1.0 Omni World Season 2. Alright guys, in the last episode, we doubled our power output by building this out here, right? We, make the hog remains and all that other stuff, and, everything's going good. Well, the one thing is now we need to be able to make smart plates for the space elevator. So, while I was away, I did put down a foundation over here, and we marked some stuff down to basically, do some work today. I prepped the area for us just, to make it a little easier. So, let's talk about what's going on. I do need to fix one little thing here. Let's go ahead and, give me zoo. Do that, and then I need to come in here, and I need that. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to have a line come in here, and it's going to make rotors and smart plates. So the line's going to come in here. It's going to turn this into from white crystals to red crystals. Then it's going to shoot it down through this corridor and come this way into here. These blue ones are going to turn it from red crystals into ore. Then they're going to shoot it into here. The ore is going to turn it into ingots. The ingots are going to come out here and shoot out that general direction. And we've got constructors that are going to do multiple different things for us. And we've got assemblers. So there's one assembler. Those are going to be reinforced plates. This assembler is going to do rotors. That assembler is going to do smart plating. And then we're going to get a couple of storage boxes. So basically that's how all that's going to work. I did drop some mergers down and splitters as some, what's the word I'm looking for? Placeholders to help me line stuff up. So let's go ahead and start getting everything put down, and we'll get it lined up just so y'all can kind of see what's going on. All right, yeah. So no. All right, there's that, and there's one, and if one's good, two's better. All right. Hang on a second. Is this supposed to be lined up like that? I think that one's supposed to be lined up like that. And then we've got a couple over here we need to line up. So we'll put that down and scoot you over that way. Yep, that looks good. That looks good. Now we just need to get some constructors down. Now, fortunately, the constructors are a little bit easier. They can only fit one way. So there's one. There's two. Let's see, which way do you need to face? This way. There's that. Then we've got 4 that's supposed to be back here. I know these 4 are for screws, if I remember right. Could be Yep, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then these bad boys are going to be, yeah, 1, 2. You're not in the right place. We gotta get the constructors down first. Now I can get the assembler down. If I can get, give me a copy of that, please and thank you. All right. I think that's how it's supposed to go. We can always move them later if they're not right. And now all I need is smelters. All right, hang on a second. Nudge you that way, nudge you that way. Yeah. All right. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's supposed to be 5 of them. Oh, okay. I'm like, where is the 5th going? And then let's see. Can I nudge it? Actually, that'll work. And then 5 here. 2. 3, 4, 5, and then the last 2 go down here, which is no big deal. Just got to make sure we get the right ones facing in the general direction that we want. All right, so let's give them recipes. So these are both going to make red, and then this side's going to make iron ingots. And then this side is going to make the iron ore. This one down here is going to make smart plating. This is going to make, you know what? For some reason, I think I'm supposed to have 2 of these. All right, smart plating, smart plating. This is supposed to make reinforced plates because, yeah. Oh, no, no, no. This is supposed to make not reinforced plates. This is supposed to make, all right. I need to get stitched platings. Not a problem. So, yeah, I think this is, I think these are wire. Oh, and those are supposed to be iron wire. Oh, good Lord. This was plates. These I know are cast screws. And these are going to be rods. We're going to have to go get stuff out of the This is supposed to make rotors. 1 rotor, 2 rotor. And do the last 2 things over here. Yo, talk to me, goose. Cast screws, cast screws, cast screws. All right, let's go get the alternate recipes. I think I had them unlocked already. I just haven't chosen them yet. I could be wrong. We'll find out when we get there. The answer is yes. All right, so there's stitch plates. I do want that. And iron wire. I do want that. All right, now I can finish giving them all the recipes. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, I know why. I promised I would show you guys this stuff. That's what it was. All right, so reinforced plate. All right. So it's, yeah. So this is the wire. Alternate wire. And alternate wire. All right. So now that we've got this all laid out, we can climb back up here and you can visually see what's going on instead of it being color coded, and I can explain it a little bit better. So like I said, white's coming here, turning red. That's going to shoot down through here. It can turn it into ore, then into bars, then it's going to go around here, and then it's going to feed all the constructors. These two and these two are going to make screws. Those screws are going to come back in here, go this way. These three are going to make rods. Rods and screws are coming in here to make rotors. That one is going to make plates. Those are going to make iron wire. And the plates in the iron wire are going in here to make stitched enforced plates. And the stitched enforced plates and the half of these rotors are coming in here to make smart plating and go into that box. So we're going to get one box of smart plating, 4 smart plating, and 4 rotors out of this. And believe it or not, we're going to have stuff left over to send into the sync machine. So we've got everything laid out except for the boxes, which I can do last. Now, the interesting thing is we're going to have to come over here, and I'm going to have to, believe it or not, I'm going to have to pull off a line to feed this. And since we pulled off this line, I've got 20 over here, so I can pull 15 off of here and shoot it over there. So let me figure out how I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back, everybody, and yeah, things got a little real. Yeah, I had to make some changes instead of well, we'll talk about that here in a second. But basically, I got all the lifts and everything in place, so we can put all the belt work, and yeah. All right. It'll work, I think. I did have to make a change. I had to go to 5 smelters because of the way the splitting and everything worked, and you know, it's a thing. But don't worry about it. It's still 15 white that's coming in. I haven't connected it, but here's the line that's coming in. So, you remember I was telling you guys I use 5-way splitters a lot? Well, you know, here's a 5. Get up there. Here's a 5-way splitter. And this is a really good way of explaining how 5-way splitter comes in. So think of it this way, right? We got 15 coming in, and here's what's going to happen. It's going to go into a splitter. Yeah. It's going to go into a splitter, right? It's going to split it in half. In here, half's going to go this way, half's going to go this way. Then 2/3 is going to go out, 1/3 is going to come back in, and then 3 is going to come out here. And you're just like, Jeff, what does that mean? Hang on a second, I'll show you, right? No big deal, right? We're going to go from here to there. Boom, right? There to there. Here to here. There to there. We're going to go from there to there. And there to there. Right? Now, get up there. Now, as you can see, there's 3 going out there. So that's 1, 2, 3 coming out of this line, right? There's 4. There's 5. And 6 is coming back in. It gets shuffled back in, and that's how you take something from one belt to a 5-way even split. All right, cool. So now here's what's going to happen, right? So each one of these is getting 3 in, so that's going to be 30 reds coming out, and it's going to go into here, and 30 reds going to turn into 30 ore, which is going to turn into, amazingly enough, 30 ingots. So let's go ahead and belt all these bad boys in really quick. All right, now all I gotta do is belt the reds into their appropriate smelters. Right, it's just a straight shot. All right, eventually it's gonna get to the point that I'm gonna have to use these. So I'll go ahead and use those now. And then we can kind of, take that, and then, we got a little overzealous, but it's better to be safe than sorry. All right, so that's cool. So all those are belted in, and they're all hooked into there. All I gotta do is hook on this last one. Talk to me, Goose. That'll work. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now we're gonna work backwards because, we just got to work backwards. So these are reinforced plates that we're making, and this needs to be split evenly into here to make smart splitters. The smart splitters need to be fed with rotors, and I've got rotors coming in here, and then this rotor is going to be going in a box. We'll fix that in a second. All right, so reinforced plates. Now we need to feed it with wire. There we go. And we need to feed it with plates. All right, the plates are, talk to me. Ah, there. There's the plates. All right, so now the plates. Now we need to hook up this for the wire. All right, we need to hook up these bad boys for screws. Hang on a second. Yeah, this will work because they're, yep, that'll work. We'll go hook up the other side for screws. All right. Screws. Oh, rods. We got to hook the rods up really quick. All right, that takes care of the rods. And then we'll feed the rods into the rotors. And the screws into the rotors. Well, I need to get inside there. It's a tight fit. I'm a big boy. All right, and the screws going to rotors are 50 50 each for 100. All right, so that's, we can do like that. But then we're gonna have to upgrade these bad boys into Mark IIs. No, 7. Mark II. Mark II. And those are gonna have to be Mark IIs. And then Mark II belts. There's 1. There's 2. All right, that hooks all that up. So I think I've got all the outputs hooked up. Now I just have to get the ingots to them, which is where the fun's gonna begin. All right, so let's come over here. And let me explain the splitting, the shenanigans, the belt work, whatever you want to call it. So I need 30s coming out of each one of these. I'm gonna need a split of 90, or basically I need 50, right? So 50 is easy, right? 30s going into there, 30s going in there. We're gonna split this one 3 ways. So there's 10, 10, 10. So 30 and 10 is 40. 30 and 10 is 40. 40 and 10 is 50. So this is a 50 line and a 40 line, okay? Make sure they're all hooked up. And those 50, this 50 line is going to the screws. So all I gotta do is hook it up to there. And then it's going from here to there, right? Then it's being split in half. So half's going to one side, and then the other half is going, is that the, I gotta make sure I hook it up to the right one. Yeah, this one. Okay, now let's go get the 40 line. The 40 line is going to the rods. So not a problem. We'll go from there to here. And then from here to, yo. All right, come on. Jump up to there. And then from there to, it should hook, it should, theoretically. All right, there we go. That goes to there. All right, cool. So that takes care of the rods. Now we need a line of 15. And here's 30. 30's coming out, going to here. Then it's coming in here and it's being split. And we're taking 30 from here over to there. And then we're going from, and if you guys hear that, I'm sorry, that's my guinea pig. He's making noise. It's going from there to, where are we going with this? We're going to there. And that's for the plates, right? After that, we need 20. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong one. That's why it looked funny. This is going to the iron wire. My bad. All right, now I just have to, all right, we got to run back over here. And see, this is why I put all this stuff out ahead of time. Could you imagine me trying to explain this and build it all at the same time? No. You'd be confused, I'd be confused, we would all be confused. All right, so there's the 15 that's going over there to take care of that. All right, that takes care of that. So now what we've got left is we've got 15 coming here, and we've got 30 coming out of here. So 30 is coming over here, going into there, and then this 30 is going into here, and the 30 is being split 3 ways. So we got 20 going that way, and 10 going this way. No. Oh, it's already hooked up. All right. Then we're going to take the 15. So 15 and 15 and hang on a second. Okay, yeah. Got it. Hang on a second. I was getting a little confused. So 20. We got 20. 20 is coming over here, and we need the 20 to go to the plates. So I need to hook this up, and this bad boy is going to, if we can get there, to there. Now I have 25 left over, right? The 25 is going into a resource sink because we can't use it for anything, and I don't want the stuff backing up. So we're going to shoot it over there, then we're going to shoot it through all the smelters to here, and then we're going to shoot it through these smelters from here to here, and they're going to go into this box, and it's going to be fed into this bad boy. So the only thing that I've got left to hook up is the boxes themselves. So let's see if I can figure out a easy way of doing this. I haven't dry fitted these yet, so, and we just need a merger. Like that. One belt here, one belt there, one belt here, and then we just need another one for the rotors. And they're just gonna come right out of here. Boom, 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 Bob's your uncle, and everything should be belted up. Let me run around and double check just to make sure that everything's looking all copacetic and everything like that. I believe we've got everything. Yep, so far so good. We're gonna jump through here, jump through here. Yep, that's all good. Those are all good. Those are all hooked up. These are all hooked up. All right, so that's all hooked up. So the only thing I gotta do, there's 2 things I gotta do. One, I've gotta hook the split off the main line to come over here, which is not a problem. And 2, I need to wire this. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit after I get this all wired and powered up. Yo, I want to give a shout out to all the farmhands out there. You guys' support and love is amazing. It inspires me to continue to make content for you guys, and you guys rock. All right, guys, we're back. So we got this 20 line that's coming in, and I'm splitting. So 20's coming in here. I'm splitting it in half. So half's going over here, half's going over here. Then I'm splitting this in half again. So 10's going over here, 5's going over here, 5's going over there. So all I gotta do is hit this over here. Now this is gonna go ahead and go all the way over to the line that we've split. Before we talk about that, I had to put down these 4 biomass burners being fed by this box because we're going to need more power. Good Lord, I'm hoping that when we unlock smart splitters and we can feed this thing, that we can get a better power source, because yeah, this is going to be it's going to be sketchy. So now we're gonna come in here. We're gonna watch this and see if this works the way that I envisioned, or is this just gonna totally go sideways? I mean, it's hard to say, but yeah. No, don't fall. Get back up there, dummy. All right, let's just watch it come in, and yeah. Alright, it would help if it was completely belted in. Alright, now it's belted in and we can watch it. If that's the only mistake I have, then hey, that's a win. Alright, I am seeing another issue. Did I not belt this one into? No. Oh, good Lord. Dummy. Can't have a 5-way split if we don't have everything hooked up. Alright, now everything should be copacetic. Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, yeah, we're getting red coming in. That's beautiful. So this is going to be moving and grooving. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this, well, hang on a second, because there was a backlog, right? So, well, at least we can watch we can check to see the, ore. What am I? The bars, yeah. That's what, the smelting. So everything's moving the way it's supposed to be moving. I'm pretty happy about that so far. There's ore going in there. All right, so all the ore's slowly cooking, and we're getting the bottom one in. So that's good. Alright. Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see all the ore, the bars being moved. So that's good. Okay, so all these are moving. This is the return belt. I'll wait to see some stuff coming back on the return belt, and then we'll hop down and go check other things. We can look into the distance and we can see if it's being fed to the machines. There looks like there's a couple of belt height things that I may have to change that I couldn't see, but other than that, all right, yeah. The return's coming. All right, cool. Let's jump down. So this is all working the way that it was supposed to work. That's amazingly enough. All right, let's come down here and see what can I climb on top of that will give us a view of everything. Maybe here? Well, no, here. All right, we should start seeing some screws coming out, possibly. All right, I see them being separated there. They're coming over here. They're going to be separated over here. So we should see them. Yeah, they're being separated there. All right, so did I give them the right recipe? Please tell me I did. Yes, alternate screws. All right. So we should see alternate screws come out here in a second. They just take a little a little while to brew. All right, any second now. Oh, okay. So we hit. All right, now we're going. All right, there's screws coming. There's screws moving. So both those are, well, one of those are connected. What? Are you connected? Yeah, you are connected, so they're moving out. Are you connected? You are connected, so they're moving out, so the screws are moving. All right, that's good. Let's check on the rods. Are the rods moving? Rods are moving. So we got screws and rods come over here making rotors. Not a problem. All right, let's check on the plates. Plates are right here. Plates are moving. All right, check on the wire. Wire is moving. So wire and plates are coming in here. You are making reinforced plates. Beautiful. You are making your rotors. Beautiful. You are also making your rotors, and we can see them. Hey, she's going into the box. And all right, we're just waiting on the reinforced plates. They are coming. Right, there they go. Boom, 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 boom. So we're gonna be able to see our first smart splitter. There we go. So we're gonna see our first smart splitter. After that, we'll go check out the energy to make sure that the power, how close we are on power. As soon as I see one, you know, come on. I'm getting it. I just want to see it. We need 50 of you guys. All right, there's one. There's two. All right, cool. So that's working the way it's supposed to be working. All right, we got this coming back in here. All right, let's take a look at the power. Power says we have a capacity of 390 and we're using 330-ish. So I've got 60 leeway. All right, that's cool. It's all fun and games until these run out. When these run out, then yeah, we're gonna be we're gonna be in a world of hurt. So I want to come back up on the tower and kind of look on the tower and just marvel at the work and see if we got constant motion going, because constant motion is very important to me. And yes, I am extremely happy with this. It is working the way that I intended it to. It's phenomenal. I'm enjoying this because it's making me stop and think, but on the other hand, it's making my autism and my Asperger's extremely happy because it enjoys puzzles and stuff like this. So yeah, we got this stuff going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and let this run for a little bit, get some coffee, right? Space coffee, and you know, enjoy the wind. And we're gonna see if I can find 50 smart plates. Coffee break is over. We've got our 50 smart plates. Let's go ahead and grab those and let's put them in the space elevator and see if Ada's proud of us. Let's go ahead and stick those in there. Boom.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production, personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of project assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better fix-it future.
Alright, let's send it off. Can I get a good vantage point? We'll come over here. There she goes.
Phase 1 of project assembly completed. This is only the beginning of project assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far. Reminder: not only is Fix-It saving humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically likely that you appreciate the continued existence of kittens and/or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fix-It. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of project assembly.
Well, I agree with you that Phase 2 is important. So here's the one thing I want to say, guys. Everything is doing it what I had planned it to do, right? I told you I like constant motion. I think that's how the factory should work, and I don't like manifolds. Yeah, it makes belting a little weird and everything like that, but on the other hand, when I can sit here and I can see everything just shuffling along, doing its thing, and I come over here and I'm just like, this is all going, and I go over there and I see that all going, it just makes me smile, right? Is this the best way to do this? I don't know. It's the Jab way of doing it, I can tell you that much. You know, yeah, it's all moving and grooving and constant motion, as long as we can keep it powered. Speaking of power, all right, let's see what what the future holds for us. All right, we'll go into the hub, and now we have Tier 3. So it does look like that once we give it omniscience, we'll be able to do coal, and hey, look at that. We can make power slugs and you know, all that stuff. So it looks like it looks like coal power is going to be in our near future. I'm going to have to figure this out, because 5,000 science. If we go in here and look at our little science bin that we've been, you know, slowly accumulating, and I mean slowly, we're at 517. So we're 1/10 of the way. You know what that means? I'm gonna have to come up with a plan, right? A plan of moving forward to figure out how we're gonna get science going and better power, because you know we're limited on power. Time is clicking. The biomass is eventually, the backstock of biomass is eventually gonna fall off, and everything's gonna come crashing down, and we don't want that. Well, maybe you do. I don't want that. All right, guys, if you made it this far and you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, right? It doesn't cost you anything. Comments are always welcome. Backseat gaming suggestions. Hey, say what you got to say. It's okay. If I don't see you guys in between now and, the rest of the week, have a fantastic week. And as always, happy farming.